Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I want to talk a little bit about SOFI Technologies Incorporated. Once again, this is ticker symbol SOFI. It is SOFI, exact same as the name of the company. They make it nice and easy for you. But with that being said, the reason we're talking about this one today is, man, this was a rough day for SOFI stock. This was not great. This thing was down 7.69% today. Hey, after hours, we're in the green. We're up 0.84%. So we're starting to climb back up a little bit, but I don't ever read into after hours too much anyway. It's, low volume, low liquidity. It doesn't really hold any weight going into the next day usually anyway, so I don't really pay attention to that. I'm just saying we're down 7.69% today. We are now at $10.69. We're below $11. This is just days after they dropped a pretty impressive fourth quarter 2021, full year 2021, and then, guidance for 2022 earning report. So a lot of people are confused. A lot of people don't know exactly what's going on. We'll be talking about, everything that's going on with SOFI stock in this video today. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Obviously, as always, there's going to be no financial advice in this video. Not telling you to buy, sell, do anything like that. Just kind of giving my thoughts and opinions on some of the news that's going on. With that being said, let's get right into this. So yeah, SOFI was down 7.69% today, which is rough. Now today was a bad day in the markets. Dow Jones down 0.29%, S&P down 0.5%, NASDAQ down 1.5%, Russell down 1.29%. So not a great day for the markets. Nothing's green. Some of the indices are down pretty significantly. NASDAQ 1.5%. It's not a small move down. It's not insane, but especially after the couple months we've already seen in 2022, it's a pretty significant move. But man, none of that justifies SOFI being 7.69% down. This is not them moving with the market. This is them significantly underperforming the market. This is them getting slaughtered compared to the market. And it's tough because, again, this is a year that hasn't been good for them. They're down 31%. Now, there's a ton of stocks down these amounts right now. It's not like SOFI as an individual stock, especially as a growth stock or a fintech stock or a money-losing stock. It's not like this is super unprecedented. There's other stocks in the market doing similarly. But again, the fact that they just put out pretty good earnings, they've gotten their bank charter in 2022, they've acquired Technesis in 2022. Now there are some things to be concerned about, there are some things to be worried about, and there are negatives that investors are definitely worried about. But man, this is rough. This is really weird. So some of the news going on right now is just, a lot of people talking about the fact that you need an iron stomach to hold SOFI. 2 months ago, this guy says he thought SOFI would be 20 plus by now. 2 months ago, we were sitting at right around 15. And yes, there were some concerns heading into 2022 about inflation, rate hikes, all that stuff. But there was also a ton of good news coming for SOFI. Especially if on the first day of 2022, you told everyone they'll put out a good quarter four earnings report and they'll announce their bank charter officially getting done. People would think the stock's at least 20, maybe 25, maybe new all-time high, maybe, 26, 27, maybe 30. Who knows? No one would have guessed $10 range. No one would have guessed either that it would have touched 882 in 2022. And that's the crazy part. It's like even at 1069, we're still up 20% off the 52-week lows. So depending on where you've bought, you could have bounced back a decent amount by now. But man, we are down massively over 50% from the 52-week highs and the all-time highs. And where we're at right now is right around the IPO price. 1041, it's 1069. I mean, again, over the past, year plus, 12, 13, 14 months, despite all the growth and good news and things that SOFI has done, it's all been wiped out. The stock price is right back where it started. So yes, you definitely need an iron stomach to hold SOFI right now, but you also need an iron stomach to hold most stocks in the market right now, especially more speculative plays. And again, the stocks you believe in, the stocks you love, these are buying the dip opportunities potentially, later on down the road. Obviously, things could always go lower, but some of the good news on more of the brighter side, potentially, depending on who you ask, is that SOFI has now, at least, this is from investors.sofi.com, obviously, should be extremely reliable, should be accurate. SoFi has completed the acquisition of Technesis. Now, some people are very, very excited about this. SoFi is outwardly telling us this, and they talked about this in the earnings report as well, that, hey, this is going to be a good thing. This is going to be a good thing for a lot of different ways. It'll help us make more money. It'll help the company. It'll help shareholders. This is going to help everyone, but there are some concerns. Obviously, this was a very, very expensive deal. This did add to further kind of share dilution. It has a chance to go wrong. It has a chance to go bad. It has a chance to slow down growth. It has a chance to not be able to outperform the amount of dilution that they are throwing on top of investors. And just because investors previously were interested in SoFi before Technesis doesn't necessarily mean they're as interested or more interested now that they own Technesis as well. And who knows how long it's going to take to get all that money back. Now, obviously, SoFi is doing this stuff for a reason. They believe in it. They think it's a good deal. But who knows? But yes, this was very, very fast. This was, not even announced that long ago, and the fact that it's already completed, at least according to this post, kind of interesting. Potentially good news, potentially bad news. There are people on the subreddit saying, I might be stupid, but I am tough. If the price keeps pulling back, I might just end up with another 1,000 shares. And that's one cool thing about SoFi is that, yes, they do have a very, very strong following. That's why these YouTube videos get views. That's why people post about them on Reddit and Twitter and stuff all the time. That's why there's multiple different channels on YouTube that cover SoFi exclusively. That's why the subreddit has, 9,100 members and gets a lot of posts every single day, and there's always content because people like this company, people like this stock, people are passionate about it. They have a good kind of investor base. Now obviously it's not enough and it's still been getting beaten down, and they hope to grow it going forward in the future, and that's obviously the plan, but there is a solid foundation. I don't know. Now, obviously, there's people on the other side saying, I hate to say this, but this group is sounding more like clove sub. That's obviously not a great thing, but, obviously, you want long-term investors, you want long-term shareholders, you want people that actually believe in your company, even if the stock price isn't reflecting in the short term. So it is good to see that there is still some posts out there like this. Yes, there is definitely some people who are getting desperate and a lot of despair and fear and stuff surrounding the stock, but it seems like there are people who are still holding strong as well. Also, this is really, really big, and this is about them completing the Technesis deal. SoFi completes its acquisition of Technesis. The combined Galileo and Technesis technology is expected to provide significant savings in third-party costs. That's awesome. But then here's the part people are really talking about. Once SoFi has migrated off of its current multiple third-party cores to a single owned and operated Technesis core, it expects to be able to innovate even faster, perform more real-time decisioning, and offer greater personalization for its approximately 3.5 million members. And as this post says, this is huge. I hear a lot of feedback from users saying the app/UI needs updating. This will allow SoFi to quickly pivot and add new features on the fly. A big plus all in-house. So yes, obviously, again, this is SoFi working on being vertically integrated. That is going to be very, very cool to see. That is going to be awesome. This is going to be a big step in the right direction. But yes, if they can work on that user experience, if they can work on that user interface, if they can work on the app, making it look appealing, making it functional, making it look attractive, making it look simple, so they can attract a broad consumer base, and finance, money, crazy, intimidating topics. That's why people have liked Robinhood for all the shady, bad stuff Robinhood does. It's simple, it's easy, people can understand it. That's what you want SoFi to be. And yes, a lot of people feel like it's not right there now, but hey, if they can pivot and personalize and change stuff faster, easier on the fly, that could be a very, very good thing. We also have this. People talking about how, they feel that some of the reasons why SoFi has been beat down so bad over the past couple of days. Here's our earnings report. They went from 11.20 to 12.93. I think I saw them as high as like 13.40. And then over the last couple of days, obviously from there, we're down 17% in just a couple of days. This is after Bank of America downgraded them. Obviously, Bank of America and SoFi, both in the financial industry space, people think that's not good. People think that should maybe even be illegal. People are saying that's like if Android downgraded Apple, or, I don't know, Google downgraded Bing, or whatever. Like direct competitors saying, hey, this stock is a downgrade. Like, that feels pretty shady. That feels pretty scummy. That feels pretty bad. And yeah, should you be able to comment on your own competitors? Is this even holding SoFi down? Is this even making them go down? Or is there a lot of other things going on in SoFi as well? I don't know, but I think it is a very interesting topic to debate. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Let me drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about SOFI. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all the latest content. Hopefully catch you guys on the next one. But until then. Peace.